let's put this right here. All right, well, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Brian, and this is unfortunately the end of Rec Room. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of in shock a little. I kind of expected this, but I seen how Rec Room was kind of declining back in 2024. But yeah, right now it's 7:07. I just hopped off Rec Room. I was talking to my community guys. Thank you guys for showing the appreciation on the Discord. It truly means a lot. But yeah, hey guys, how's it going? I'll try my best not to edit this video like I do with the other videos I have on this channel. I haven't posted in a while. I know. I haven't posted. I've been too locked in real life and in-game stuff. So yeah, but anywho, let's get this video started. Yeah, it's just a little yip yap about what I've done in Rec Room. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Brian, or my other username, The Average Brian. I'm a content creator here on Rec Room, and yeah, I guess let's get this started. Where do I start? 2021 of April is when I made my account. One of my friends told me, and one of my friends in high school told me about this game, called Rec Room, and I was like looking into it. I was like, damn, this game really looks like a knockoff of Roblox. I don't know about this one, but they insisted, and I gave it a shot. When I first loaded into this game, I admired like the music, the environment, how it didn't look like VR chat. It didn't look like really any other like massive game out there. You got like blocks. I'm in Empire Military right now. You got just blocks and cubes, triangles, just of shapes to make a game. And with these low poly avatars too. I'm like, damn, this is a cool aesthetic. And COVID was hitting at the time, so it was really cool to like see people interacting with another. In high school, I was very introverted. I had a close group of friends at the time, but I was always so shy to make friends. And this is when I was like 16, 17, going into Rec Room. It came from elementary school. I used to get like kind of bullied in the way because I was always like super talkative. I am hopefully not like that annoying, when I was talkative. But yeah, I got bullied in elementary school, and then when it came to middle school, I didn't get bullied there, but it got to a point where I really didn't want to talk to people that much, besides people I wanted to like engage with, yeah, I really wanted to be an extroverted person, but I was always introverted. Throughout middle school, throughout high school, then I played Rec Room, right? I joined a couple maps. They're pretty interesting. I saw everybody talking to each other. Then I joined this one map called Empire Military, the game I'm in right now. And I fell in love with how the community was. It felt, all very connected. At the time in 2021, Empire Military is very small at the time. This military, aka roleplay game. I know some people don't like roleplay games, but Empire Military, in my eyes, is one of the best roleplay maps when it comes to community. And yeah, the whole community just, loved each other. Everybody appreciated each other. There's barely any toxicity. And yeah, at the time, it was shifting to roleplay, and I kind of understood it was a military, but I kind of didn't want that way. But before anything else, I was just a player that loved the game, loved like doing skits, loved hanging out with you guys. And I got I went up the ranks. I played. I was a first class, a lieutenant, captain, and then the admiral recruitment came. Right. At this time, I was like in and out of school and whatnot. And I was like wondering to myself, should I really join this admiral recruitment? you don't know what the Adam recruitment is, it's pretty much just being a host. We do a recruitment for hosts. And I was the captain at the time, so I had 24 hours in the game, right about. And I was thinking to myself in bed around like 8 or 9 p.m. I was like, should I really do this? You know, I kind of interacted with the community, you know, at the start, but I was like, should I really go for this thing called host? It looks cool. And I was like thinking to myself, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I not? Should I not? And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. And you know, would you know, I got host, and I did everything really. When it came to getting host, I made these cool events. I did some cool skits. You know, every time, you know, anybody came to EM, every single day, there's always something new about me. And you know, some of the staff followed along too. We did some games. We did events, free for all, like Captain versus Commander games and whatnot. Hang out with the community, meeting great people, and just having fun. You know, just having fun with one another. And that's what Rec Room's really all about. You know, just meeting new people, finding people all around the world, and just playing simplistic games on Rec Room. And that was at the time. And you know, I climbed up the ranks. I got mod in the game, and then in December, me and Cam, the other co-owner here, props to Cam, we were one of the most high active like staff members in this game. Then there was a thing around December 2021 called Room Awards, and Room Awards pretty much was, at the time, was engagement. So if your game had a lot of people playing at the same time, playing the game, you get paid for that, you know. So I was talking to the owner of this game called Maxime. He's the main owner, and we were like, you know, are we able to win this? And he was like, yeah, probably. And I was thinking to myself, looking at the statistics, I'm like, dude, we're probably gonna win. And whatchamacallit, guess what? January rolled out with the January Room Awards thing. It was number one in Arab map. By the way, it was 10 million tokens for the top 3, right? Number 1 was an Arabic map. Number 2 was another Arabic map, and number 3 was Empire Military. That is crazy. I got 3,000 USD. My first cash out ever. 3,000 USD. And me and Cam got host in December. So, pretty remarkable. And Empire Military has been winning Room Awards ever since. S tier ever since, for the last like 4 to 5 years, which is crazy. We've gotten so much tokens from Rec Room. I greatly appreciate Rec Room for, you know, giving our map a chance in a way in the algorithm. And, you know, people love the map. But most importantly, they didn't like just the map. It was the community that we made together. We had a staff team back in the day. We had some drama, you know. At the end of the day, there's always drama within staff teams. But this staff team was number one when it came to activity and be engaging with the community. Like, it was great. It was like customer support all the time. No matter what, we always had at least a couple staff members on, because they were over there in Europe. So, you know, it was half European, half US. We were on pretty much all the time. And I appreciate that, you know, staff, Generation 1 staff team. I greatly appreciate what you guys did for the community and for the map. I greatly appreciate it, truly. And so, with Room Awards, we didn't need to care about what type of, you know, stuff, like payable stuff, like room keys, consumable. We didn't need to do nothing like that. We didn't even need to think about that, because, you know, Rec Room was technically paying us. So we're like, okay, let's invest our time. All we need to do is just care about our community, and we did exactly that, and the community skyrocketed. I did my first personal update. That's when I actually started building, you know. With Summer Bash was a great update, and we did it for a couple more years. Unfortunately, we didn't do it in 2025, but it's all right. And we did a massive other updates, like the Valentine's update, and whatchamacallit, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, Halloween and a Winterfest with the inclusion of Summer Bash. So it was great. It was a great experience, and I learned a lot from Max. I learned a lot from other people. I studied game design. I studied game development, and with like EM, it helped me with customer service stuff too. So I was able to, you know, branch off to other games, you know, and make new games on this account. I have other accounts that I do. I haven't said it. I haven't said their names. I'm not gonna spill them, you know. But I had other accounts that I was able to make other games with other people, and that was great. You know, it got to a point that I was able to make a living off of this game. So honestly, for the other people that know me on my other accounts that are probably long gone from now, you guys won't know. It's a little secret. But for the people that like know me as Brian here, this is my main account, by the way. And like supported me throughout the other accounts and through this account, I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. It truly means a lot, you know. I got out of high school and I always did the motto of make it or break it. Go big or go home. And I did exactly that. You know, I always kind of got scared of doing that 9 to 5 in the way, you know. I don't know. It's just something I never really wanted to do. But I always want to be my own boss in a way, but to be your own boss, you have to be, you know, persevering in a way. You have to push yourself to the max. And that's exactly what I did. You know, I got other jobs IRL, and Rec Room was a really good income at the time. It really did help me and my family. So, hey, thanks to you guys, honestly, and thanks to Rec Room too. Well, in 2024, we saw the room rewards kind of go down. So unfortunately, we had to talk about, hey, how can we add more stuff, you know? Because at the end of the day, room rewards is paying more towards, whatchamacallit? It paid more towards, like people buying more consumables or keys. So we had to look towards that. And Rec Room was kind of dying at that point. Rec Room made some horrible decisions with AI, hiring people that don't really know what they're doing, so they're kind of just bleeding out money. And yeah, I don't know. It kind of sucks. I can definitely talk more about this in a more formal way, but I just don't want to. There's too much I can't say. But you know, 2025 hit. It was kind of mediocre. Nothing really changed. And then 2026, unfortunately, Rec Room's gonna get shut down in June 1st. I'm grateful for the community that I've made on here. I'm grateful for the Discord community I have with Empire Military. Hopefully we're able to put this game, we're gonna be able to download Empire Military within a week from now when this video is posted. So yeah, hopefully we're able to transfer to another platform. If not, make this a standalone game. Honestly, don't know what we're gonna do, but hey, making Empire Military into a standalone, let's say, quest game, that would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That would be really cool to have and do with me and I like, if other people want to help too, you know, they're able to. But you know, yeah, I'm kind of in shock, but also kind of happy in a way. Kind of happy to do like my own little thing in a way. Not because Rec Room's shutting down, of course, but as me as a creator to move on from the Rec Room platform and actually build a better and bigger portfolio than what I already have on this wonderful platform that the community has created. So yeah, honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen with Rec Room, but man, hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully the company gets bought out, or the game gets bought out. Hopefully the community still kind of stands by and doesn't like fully abandon this game. And thank you guys for sticking by. Greatly appreciate it. You know, it's been a fast 5 years of my little life, and you guys made this experience one of a kind for me. You guys helped me so much when it comes to how I speak, how I engage with people, and how I see the world in a different light. You know, it's crazy to say this about a video game. It really is. It's a video game. But this video game has helped a lot of people. And Empire Military 2 has helped a lot of people too. People were playing when they were like in underage accounts, and I remember like in the past we were saying Empire Military was my childhood. That is crazy. Like actually crazy to hear. Empire Military was my childhood. That's crazy. That's even a sentence. And the other games that I've made along the way too. So yeah, that's all I really have to say, to be honest. I appreciate making a living on this game. I appreciate you guys sticking by with my journey, and also with the other staff teams' journeys as well, with the other games I've created. And especially Empire Military. Empire Military staff teams, I have to say, is one of the best, well-trained, well-orientated staff team on the Rec Room platform, like, ever. Like, no map can ever be better than Empire Military staff team, and it's thanks to you guys. It truly is. You guys, I mean, we picked some great people to become staff members in this great community of ours, and you know, I greatly appreciate you guys, you know, making your marks in this game. You know, a lot of great memories and a lot of bad memories. You know, good and bad makes, you know, overall amazing experience, no matter how negative or how positive. You know, you always got to get a 50-50 to make something great, you know. So thanks to the Empire Military staff team, thanks to the Empire Military community, thank you to my community, thank you, really. I can't say it enough, man. Thank you. With my game development and game design stuff, I'll try to pursue it as much as I can. I'm kind of leaning more to like Battlefield 6 content. I'm trying to do some other stuff at the moment, you know, other stuff that kind of engages me in a different way than just making video games. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see more, stick by with me. I don't really know what to say. I haven't really edited this video that much, I don't think. Hopefully not. I want it to be as clear as possible. So yeah, no, with that said, thank you guys for watching. Greatly appreciate it. My name is Brian, and I'll see you on the flip side. Y'all take care. Y'all take care. Now, how do I turn this camera off? I actually don't. Oh, we gotta go menu. Hold on. And bada bing.